following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
Supposed to seen that earlier today, sorry.
Okay, now, from what I remember, you were going to make some rolls and ask some pertinent questions about the Star of Asari boobs, or whatever it's called, because you and her wanted to do Spooky Ghost Pirate Mystery, and I'm on board with that, but my character would have no input into that right now. And she doesn't care, because yet another sister's coming to town. This one's a famous jazz musician.
Well, they all are!
You see, the Warriors today, they listen to the rap music with the heppin' and the hoppin', the bippin' and the poppin'. They don't know what the jazz is all about! You see?
Are we allowed to use his voice?
Well, he ain't using it right now. It's all of a huge black guy's dick. Right or wrong?
I'm a bad person.
So is
I do
he.
not wish to change. Allegedly.
Allegedly, yes.
Yes, thank you, Hillary.
So yes, Tialo's, I believe, getting ready to watch a biology movie.
Yes.
No, not that.
Later.
Yeah, so Rosa's sleeping because she stayed up pretty much all night.
Alright, because this is post the drone news broadcast, which was in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I know where we're at now.
If you listen to the notes, you would already know by
He
now.
can't listen to the notes. He's an engineer. There's too much logistics.
You won't understand why I'm laughing.
I didn't catch any of that.
What? You said it's a hell of a callback, I think.
A shocking new break in the Asari pirate case. I discovered the existence of a gather info skill.
Oh my god!
You've had that all this time!
Well, I'm not good at it, but now I know.
Hold on.
We have needed that constantly since you got on board!
It's worse. It relies on charisma.
So do you have like 27 in it?
No, I don't.
I need to
It's a non-class skill, so I have to
sit there and tap
Well, actually, I
my
can try it now
terminal.
normally.
All you need is one point, Nick.
I feel like it's charisma orientated because it's also like talking to people.
You're supposed to be like that's like the D&D skill where you're sort of like schmoozing around people and subtly finding out what you want, as opposed to sitting down going, so, heard of any pirates with great big Asari boob stars of lately? There might be 5 credits in for you.
So I would like to do similar net trolling activities that I did before, but this time I'd like to roll a die.
You'd actually like to use a skills.
Yeah, as opposed to just do it and hope you'll just give it to me.
This is fucking novel.
While using skills.
Big
Yeah.
one. Big one. Big one.
This is my scientific third test for whether these dice
pressure!
for whether these dice are only to be used against players and not for the benefit of players.
4.
Because okay, and I thought it actually rolled a nat 20. It didn't.
What, against players? Wait, what?
Well, I mean, you've had 2 nights of
I
heavy
don't understand.
D20s.
I think it's meaning against NPCs.
No, I mean, like, if I were to DM a thing, I would use these dice to destroy people.
Oh, I have
Ah,
a set
okay.
of those.
As opposed to annihilating Ken with nat 20s. I also get a 15 on my gathering total.
That's the total.
I have a special. There's over D20 with nothing but 20s on it.
got
it done custom.
You're sifting through some information and you come across, you actually, thing that stands out is a message from somebody who's actually looking for somebody to help them locate a Tharme star.
Ooh.
And they might have some basic intel they can provide, but they're not willing to
Divulge it, obviously,
divulge it
immediately.
until, yeah.
Where is this message? Just along a bulletin board or something, or a forum?
Well, last time he said he was searching through he was looking through the equivalent of the dark web, the dark extranet or whatever. He was looking for some, as opposed to the mainstream stuff. He was digging deeper. So
Because a lot of the public info, well, there wasn't a lot, right? They were keeping a lot of hush hush and.
I don't know. This glows.
What's their hand?
The puppet master.
they've just got BP and a series of numbers.
I'm legit. Honest.
Flowers by Irene.
I will message him, but not right now. I want to go back to the ship and retrieve another Omni tool. Oh no, I have. Are extranet accounts linked to specific Omni tools, or now that I've got rid of my old one, do I just have like effectively a blank second Omni tool?
Omni tools are kind of linked to the person generally, but yeah, you can
Like wipe it. And
you can and then
Okay.
you can do a factory reset essentially. Yeah.
I will do that, and then I will use that one to communicate with this person. And I'll just send them. Might be interested. Would need to know more.
You will get back. Is there somewhere we can meet?
You're on the dark web.
Bye.
We're in the galaxy. A cruise.
Is the net that I'm effectively using like only accessible on the Citadel? I'm not entirely sure how it works, so I'll.
It's mostly Solarians on the dark net of Mass Effect. Well, of course, and
And
Cerberus.
Because they invented it, of course.
It's like Solarian hackers are the best. Until Cerberus comes along, then they're the best. For no good reason.
On the Citadel question.
Why? Just a letter Y. Sorry.
There we go.
That could mean why.
It could. Where do I want to? So it's got to be somewhere that I don't go normally, so that I can
Gift
still
Mart.
frequent my menu. Gift
Oh wait,
Mart?
that you don't go normal.
Yeah.
No, Yifma.
Oh, you know that alleyway that I shot at that drone from?
You don't go normally.
You went there once.
Yeah.
That's where 100% of his shooting action on the Citadel has taken place.
This is true.
Oh no.
That's why
Practice rounds don't count.
Thank you.
That's where the drone with the eye patch came from.
I am totally expecting that to show up next season as like an incidental villain.
This is the ultimate arch enemy of the
Like the
Sidewinders.
chair will turn around, it's just a drone with an eye patch stroking a smaller cat-shaped drone.
I'll send them the address of the building that would be just outside that alleyway.
Okay.
So it's like early morning. I'll say in 5 hours. Gives them time to get there from one of the wards.
That's if he's on the ward.
Hey kids,
Well, he's on a
when
planet.
you're on the dark web and
Well,
you
he
arrange
said
to
to be
meet
in
someone,
Citadel.
No, I said
don't
why?
do that.
The letter Y is in
Yes. Realistically, anybody could get most places on the Citadel within 2 hours, so...
I'll give them a little extra time because I want to roll some more gather info. Specifically, I want to try and find out anything I can about the attack on the fighter escort, and also anything just about those Asari fighters. So I can figure out, like, what you would need to try and make an attack on that.
Yeah.
Other ships.
Could I get a bonus because I like ships a lot?
And as quarry.
And have the skills, and as quarry.
Yeah, I usually do give you a ship knowledge.
Anyway. This is good because I have a very poor gather info. So a 12 plus my quarry and math package.
You're appropriating Sue's specific culture. That character that I'm going to write out next season because all of the Light Brigade are going away.
Oh.
Just,
But he's so cool.
yeah, but the original reason we made them does not work.
Yeah.
So why have them around?
We were a bit dense to
You're going to go into space and save Space Galactus from the... Oh shit, he's the bad guy. Never
Saving space whales. We're turning heel, I don't know.
Yeah, and then the Hot Rod's going to retire and open up a failed car dealership.
Or something. We'll go work at a gym.
So I guess you want to know what type of ships would be able to take out the fighters, or there's a wide range.
Yeah, because there is a wide range. So I'm more just like delving for information on the ships that were hit and any information on that specific attack that I can find that hasn't been sufficiently hidden,
back.
or anything that's been leaked.
Oh, okay. What was your total? It was
11 plus whatever bonuses.
you don't find it.
Okay. And then I will just send a quick message to Logan summing up my potentially dangerous activity in 5 hours, that maybe I should have someone with me to back me up.
Way too small, too far away.
Why, when I'm thinking of the attack on the Asari fighters, am I thinking of Subverse? I know exactly what kind of ships would be able to attack Asari fighters. They're shaped like cocks.
Pink ones.
So you've seen a message to Logan saying, "Hey, I'm going to go meet a pal I just met on the dark web."
There'll be like potential job about that missing Asari star thing. Could be a setup.
So that's alright, I'm just sitting down to watch a game of Body Ozzy Ball.
Okay, I guess I'm just going to follow you in secret without you knowing.
I guess you'll just do that then.
Phrases on stun, good luck, Kirk out. That's the response you get. Which you've received a number of times, so you would interpret it as like, yeah, okay, go ahead with it. And then I'm going to follow it.
Meanwhile, he's beaming, going, "Okay, trust me, with the secret meeting by myself implicitly."
I trust me to fly a ship.
I wouldn't go to a dark web meeting alone.
I'm the new Tiala.
Meanwhile, down at the thing, he's having to send
mate.
out orange codes to just keep people
haven't
away
seen
from
Zolo.
Zalo. Here's the safety ball.
He might be gorgeous.
He's using a voice modulator.
He could be a
Are
Zalut.
you doing anything else between...
I gave myself some hours. I will study medicine.
What are you really doing?
Studying
What are you
medicine?
being distracted by?
I'm in my room. Where there is no Rosa to distract me.
Really?
I hope.
Really?
Flag! Hey, Zalo! Test me showed me all these cool bitch things. Oh, grenade!
Oh, god damn it, you've got the minor mod. The minor mod allows you to create vents. I think
so
that's broken as
I
fuck,
assume
but
Rosa's still sleeping, at least
Yeah.
for a little while. What's Logain?
I'm following him! Which means I have to wait for him to leave now.
Yeah, no, but when
my
you-
time is completely tied up by this motherfucker.
Which
I
he's just
never
gonna-
get to do
He's
things!
just invisible and outside my door waiting.
Yeah, he's just because he's busy for like the next 4 hours.
I don't know
4 or
that.
5 hours.
The time that I was going would have been in the message.
Oh, you told me the time as well. Okay.
He did actually say that he did mention, like, in 5 hours' time I'm going to be doing this. Yeah.
So you'd at least go and scope out the area to win with yourself.
Yeah, I can do that. And I'm going to do that.
And find out who's scoping out else is scoping out the area.
So I'm going to head out, go down the elevator, and head off to that meeting place.
Okay.
News!
Should we have some news then? Here's some news! Should we have some news? Here's some news!
Hey, do you know, I just remembered that, we've got these Omni tools, and we all bought this News Anywhere mod.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, you did.
But I purposefully fly places to avoid the news.
But you've got it on your Omni tool. You can play it anywhere.
Should we have some news? Yeah, roll your news.
Let's have some news then.
Look, you need something to do while the level's rendering in.
7 prostitutes. 7.
Ilium's Fashion Week kicks off next week with the new lines expected from such fashion icons as Ziara, Turquoise Trends, H&S&M, and Looms of Lanos. Taking place only 4 months after Thessia's own Asari Fashion Week, Ilium's event is open to designers from all species to showcase their latest fashions to the galaxy. Not all participants have been announced, and organisers apparently have kept some open spots in case any last-moment brands wish to take part.
We're going.
I wonder which one's
It's
good.
for the pirate thing. It's perfect.
The event culminates with the Luminary Gala sponsored by the weekly Who's Who program. This year the event will be hosted by Afara Razira, owner of the Asari lingerie brand Sheer Delights.
They stole the thing, and it's going to be our cover. I've called it.
We're going to And I can retire my character as a fashion designer, which, as you know, is exactly what I imagined. Council Spec, the fashion designer, equally good.
Uses the skill sets that you have equally.
Your dad might get on over
Looks
that.
can kill.
So you take
Then I could moonlight as Bruce Willis.
So you get off there and then go to scope out the place. Make I suppose it'd be a tactics roll to. I suppose it'd be a perception roll initially, and then a tactics roll to.
That's 3 unfortunate.
That's because you did the thing.
Yeah.
It made you lame.
I didn't have the thing that makes the noise on. I didn't have my Superman punch gauntlet. Which is, I think, my favourite piece of official merchandise ever. Like, this is the exact 12-year-old mentality
I
behind
love that his current one has got a little silhouette
of
cutout
him doing it.
that. Oh yes. Notice that watching WrestleMania, I was like, oh god, no.
We need to zoom in and enhance to see if there's another one on the silhouette.
On that one, yeah.
It was tactics, right?
Tactics, bro, yeah.
11.
Yeah. What you looking for?
Tricky people. There's multiple stages to this. I'm going to be rolling a lot.
No, you don't. It's just the alleyway itself is fairly quiet, and there's just random passers-by on the. Again, you notice
Ambush spots.
lack of drone activity.
Ambush spots. Natural 20.
Oh, okay.
Didn't cock it.
If they could get into either of the buildings above, they could be ambushed through a window or from a ledge.
Ledge. Ledge is back.
I suppose there's some, like basically Citadel equivalent of dumpsters that could be used.
Right, I'll check those out. Make sure they're empty, or at least not filled with people or dudes. Then sniper spots. $15.
The bins appear to be just full of refuse. Sniper spots. mean, there could be some further away. It'll be hard to snipe from either of the buildings that comprise the alleyway.
Okay, I'm going to walk up the wall and get onto the roof of one of the buildings. This is a thing I can do.
Yes, it is.
While I'm going up, does anyone open a window wearing a fedora and go by, "Saints be praised," or anything?
No.
What if I were to put on my Jack Perfectus cloak? That doesn't alter reality, I realise. Okay, I'll get up there and then I'll like do the same thing. I'll scope out potential, like access points where like sudden nastiness could happen to Mr. Lou. $19.
I mean, yes, somebody could drop on them from the roof that you're on.
What if
put
I was up
something down
here?
onto. Well, I mean, that would make it a bit harder, wouldn't it?
Well, no, it would be about equal
Right.
because he could still drop on him.
Right, okay, here's what I'm going to do. Can I see the opposite roof from up here?
Yeah, there's all kinds of roofs across.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go down the wall again. I'm going to go to a nearby shop and I'm going to buy a mirror about yay big.
Okay.
Don't need to negotiate, I'm just going to buy the mirror.
It's only like 3 credits.
Okay. I'm also going to buy some elasticated bands
Okay.
and bells.
Okay. That's probably just another, like,
Not done.
probably 3 credits for all those things.
I didn't bring a roll of mesh tape, so I need to buy some flex tape and some fishing line.
Sure, another. What does flex tape cost?
Cost me about $12
Credits.
$12, so it'd be about
plus shipping.
$8.
I'm just going to deduct 100 because I don't want to do math.
Okay, sure. That's going to be way more than all those things would be worth.
Yep, fine. So you wouldn't object to me also, therefore, buying 1 or 2 other things like a ream of. We don't have paper in the Mass Effect universe, do we?
Maybe not like
It'll
Maybe
still
like
exist, 'cause
like
artists will
streamers
still
or
use
something that's like a pay-per-use purpose.
Yeah, some decorative, colourful, like crepe paper that you like cut things into and make birthday banners out of. I would just like some of that too. And then I'm going to go back to the roof. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to shoot across to the other roof. I'm going to flex tape some fishing line across the door with a little bell on it. So if anyone comes through the door, the access door for the roof on the other side, I'll hear it.
Okay.
Then I'm going to do the same thing to the access door on this side. Then I'm going to set myself up a nice little concealed spot. Alright?
Okay.
And I'm going to prop the mirror up so I can see behind me if I need to. Now I'm ready to cover you.
May I make it?
Yes!
Well, you're dealing with a deep web net, and so probably you also want to check the security cameras and see whether anyone's accessing them to watch the.
Good idea! I do that.
There's no security cameras in the alley that he's going to meet her, or
But the exit, but the entrances would have some
the
coverage.
security on the buildings, and also in the alley it attaches to, and then takes a right angle.
Atto discs
You're going to put Attor discs
on those cameras, and then I'm going to access the feeds while not standing directly beside them. You know, like we do. Just so I can see.
Okay.
When she turns up.
we've cracked it. We know the whole thing now.
Wait, I
Oh,
missed the
smart.
previous thing. Look.
Who made a Freudian slip?
Ah, interesting.
I'm being a smart cunt. I'm going to pay for it later.
I'm not a six.
More punishment for Tiala.
I am a good boy who's engaging with your content.
Okay.
Could I bribe you with a Snickers? I realize
That's a
this is a
flash.
USB drive, but it's kind of dim in here. I was hoping you wouldn't notice. later, after he comes out of the bathroom, you're going to be like, man, that thing's repeating on me. Well, how old was that Snickers? It was a little chewy.
Okay, so you're going to auto-disc company's own security camera in broad daylight. Okay.
I can turn invisible, and dropping a thing does not count as interacting with an object.
But placing it does.
I can drop it onto where I want it to be placed. They do have an adhesive magnetizing, however they attach the thing back.
And you're invisible and can walk on walls.
I realise I am abusing the fuck out of the system, so I'll probably just not do that then, since you clearly don't want me to.
I'm just saying, it's very bold to just openly in broad daylight go, I'm going to just put this thing on your security camera, Mr. Local business.
See, here's the thing. I'm guessing the security camera's attached to the wall on the exterior of Mr. Business, right? Usually higher than the door, right?
Yeah.
So how are the people in the business going to see me do that? You said there's almost no one around.
No, I said there's nobody in the alleyways. There's plenty of foot traffic around.
Oh. The business will, however, have a device possibly on the roof that allows them to connect to the extranet and things like that, which I can, being up here, just go and maybe slice into.
On the roof itself.
If it's up on the roof. Like an antenna or something.
I actually don't know how they transmit.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know.
It being a station, it might not technically be on the roof, but...
It being the Citadel, it probably all goes
Through.
downwards into the...
Well, unless it's modified, because remember, most of the stuff that's extra is added on top.
I suppose you could make a luck roll to see if there's some kind of electronic...
No, because then I have to do it for every other business with a camera that's facing towards the alleyway that would capture someone going into it, right? That's like 3 or 4 things at least. So I need something I can do quickly and effectively without drawing attention. Or I could just disable their cameras and then they can call out a technician. That is an option.
Completely viable.
You only have to do it at the time, too.
The problem is, there is a cooldown on damping. So, I can't go all 4 cameras are off. I suppose I could always just walk into the business and ask them politely if they would mind me accessing their security camera.
Drop a business card or something.
But then I'd have to do that 4 times. Which is a noticeable pattern. You couldn't have picked somewhere better, could you?
No.
Like the docking ring.
That would be too easy.
No, I've already beaten the shit out of him so many times for inviting a girl to his ship.
I mean, we know you're okay, but you could have been any Quarian.
Could have been any Quarian.
And we all know Quarians are thieves and rapists.
I don't know about the last one.
They are.
They're the least likely to be
Always having
racist.
mind babies with other races, it's disgusting.
They wear those skin-tight suits like perverts.
Oh yeah, they're clearly Gibbs.
H&S. Fucking.
Yeah, I won't bother then.
Okay.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
That's not the quote.
I know. I know.
It'll be fine. There was a thing I was going to do, but now I got distracted by that. Right, the paper. So, here's the weird thing. I want to unfold some of that paper and put it between the lid and the base of those dumpsters, so that if they open, paper will blow out or move. And because it's that like crepe stuff that you use for anything, if someone like holds it or anything, that's like a permanent fucking entrance to the great. Not going to get fingerprints of it, but it will show tampering. I'm going to do that every day. Fine.
Just maybe we should make one new person dexterity check if you setting that up.
Dex. Oh god, Dex. Stat that.
I thought it was your best stat.
Shit. 14. Then with the elastic bands, I'm going to sit in my waiting spot. That's like thinking a little bit. And I think trying to move the band over and thinking with my like slightly.
You got those just to play.
Yes.
No, prove dexterity.
Yes, improve dexterity training, sleight of hand.
You basically want like a little buff bonus.
Yeah, I'm just trying to like get like finger gun.
Sorry.
Band no, it's using the fingers as a gun, not doing the finger bang.
Oh, okay. Just to make sure.
You just got to say the words and he's happy. Like a kid, if I jangle keys in front of his face, it wouldn't work. You say finger bang
Since
or
that South Park
nipple.
episode, he's just
Nipple.
Suck it out of a hose.